Welcome to the 2022 LACNETS Net Cancer Day Symposium. I'm Kavya Velagapudi, Executive Director of LACNETS.
I'm Lisa Yen, Director of Programs and Outreach.
And I'm Heather Davis, the Associate Director of Advocacy and Outreach at LACNETS.
I would like to thank Rich at TVP Live for making today's symposium's high-quality production possible. A special thank you to our sponsors, Ipsen, Advanced Accelerator Applications, and ITM Pharmaceuticals. In honor of the Net Cancer Day, we are pleased to share that LACNETS is rebranding as Learn, Advocate, Connect Neuroendocrine Tumor Society. In 2012, Giovanna Joyce and Basie began a small group called Los Angeles Carcinoid Neuroendocrine Tumor Society, or more commonly known as LACNETS. LACNETS is now one of the largest NET patient and caregiver advocacy groups in the country. Moreover, 80% of those reached by LACNETS live outside of California, and 15% of those live outside of the US. The name no longer represents our true reach, impact, and inclusivity. Our new name allows us to retain the acronym LACNETS and build on the goodwill and recognition the name has built over the last decade. The new LACNETS logo establishes as an inclusive national and international organization. The keyboard pattern is in honor of Giovanna, who is a talented musician and also a reference to zebras, a symbol for the NET community. We will launch a new website featuring the new logo on November 21st. We will also update our social media channels and our communications with the new logo over the next few weeks. Our mission is to provide education, advocacy, and support for all people impacted by this rare disease that used to be known as carcinoid, an old term meaning cancer-like. You will often hear us say neuroendocrine cancer as a patient-friendly way to say the official medical term neuroendocrine neoplasm, an umbrella term for both neuroendocrine tumor, or NET, and neuroendocrine carcinoma, or NEC. We also say neuroendocrine cancer because we understand NET is a type of cancer and not cancer-like or benign as previously thought. While you often see Lisa and Heather leading the meetings and programs, we are led by a team which includes me as the Executive Director and Board Member, and Donna Gavin, our Board President and also the sister of LACNETS founder Giovanna Joyce and Basie, and Mary Dunleavy, Board Member and a NET patient living and thriving with NET. Now I'm going to hand it off to Heather.
Thank you, Kavya. Be sure you're following LACNETS on social media to stay up to date on upcoming webinars and NET news. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram with the handle @LACNETS. And please be sure to add us to your Safe Sender email list as well. I'd like to remind our audience that LACNETS webinars are created for educational purposes only and do not substitute for medical advice. Please contact your medical team with questions or concerns about your individual care and treatment. The opinions expressed in this presentation are the individuals and do not necessarily represent the opinions of LACNETS. And now I'll hand it over to Lisa.
Thank you, Heather. Today we celebrate World Net Cancer Day. World Net Cancer Day is a global event on November 10th every year to increase awareness about NETs, push for scientific advancements, and inspire and provide a voice to the NET community. This year, our Net Cancer Day Symposium is on November 9th to also celebrate our founder and Executive Director Emeritus, Giovanna Joyce and Basie, whose birthday is today, the day before World Net Cancer Day. Giovanna always said that she felt connected to Net Cancer Day because her birthday is always the day before. Though it has been 3 years since her passing, we continue to honor her vision every day. You may wonder, why does World Net Cancer Day matter to me? Number one, World Net Cancer Day is for you. For those who are affected by NET cancer, whether you're living with the disease or an ally of someone who is, it's a day to bring information and hope to you. Today, we hear from 3 people who are also living with NET and we hope that hearing their experiences and insights will be helpful and encouraging to you. Number 2, World Net Cancer Day is a day to know that you are not alone. People often share with us how emotional it feels to join their first NET cancer conference or support group and see how many others are also living with NET. And even though we're meeting virtually, we hope you know you have a community of people who understand what you're going through, are here to support you, and are fighting on your behalf. Number 3, World NET Cancer Day is a day to be empowered and inspired to make a difference. You have a voice and you can make an impact. One way you can make an impact is by helping educate your local providers about NET. Go to our LACNETS.org challenge page to download a packet to bring to your local healthcare provider about continuing education opportunities for them to learn about NETs and resources they can share with other NET patients. The theme of our 2022 LACNETS NET Cancer Day Symposium is Patient Perspectives on Making NET Decisions. We are building on the theme from our 2022 LACNETS Annual Conference, Empowering You to Make NET Decisions. We understand that we make a lot of decisions in our NET journey, such as decisions about doctors, treatments, scans, medications, insurance, just to name a few. There's decisions about how and what we share with others about our disease and how we choose to spend our time and energy. The sheer number of decisions and the pressure to make them can leave us feeling overwhelmed and anxious. And we want you to know that you are not alone. We hope today's NET Cancer Day Symposium will inspire and encourage you as you face your own decisions. I'm excited to introduce our speakers for today, 3 NET patients also featured in last year's 2021 NET Cancer Day Symposium. First, we will hear from Cindy Lovelace, co-founder and board member of the Healing NET Foundation, who shares how she navigated decisions in her own personal NET journey. Next, we will hear from Dr. Mark Lewis, NET oncologist from Intermountain Healthcare in Salt Lake City, Utah, who is also living with a genetic form of NET called MEN1, who has led to some unique decisions. Finally, we will hear from Josh Mailman, president of NorCal CarciNet, who actively advocates on behalf of our NET cancer community in the areas of research, nuclear regulation, and health policy. He serves as a patient advocate on the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and on several advisory boards, including ASCO, SNMMI, the Healing NET Foundation, NET Research Foundation, to name a few. Let's first welcome co-founder and board member of the Healing NET Foundation, Cindy Lovelace.